Hello and welcome to our automations presentation. This is one of our many options of automated income streams to help you achieve your goal of financial freedom, as that should be everyone's goal of their investment journey, as no one opportunity is going to make you rich. But if you combine the right opportunities together, the snowball effect will happen. Please write down and take note of any questions you may have and add them in the question field when you schedule your call, as this will help us better serve you by letting us be prepared with the correct answers.
And I want to welcome you to this short video that has the potential to absolutely change your life with one of the most lucrative business models in trucking automation, where we source the truck for you, we source the driver, we broker the freight, and we get the truck on the road making money, all passively done for you. Where we're at today with the trucking automation model, I believe this is truly one of the most lucrative models for the average individual to take advantage of and be able to accelerate their wealth. But let's jump in, because I'm really excited to show you trucking automation. And this absolutely makes sense as a place to put your money to work because of these reasons, okay? If you look at the industry, look at the economics and industry data, we can see that trucks move roughly 72.5% of the nation's freight by weight. That's a lot of freight that's being moved by trucks, right? And it's totaling about 732 billion in gross freight revenues. Think about that, guys. That's literally over 10 billion tons of freight moving on trucks, and someone's got to get paid every time those trucks move a shipment from point A to point B. Okay, there's a big opportunity in trucking with currently about 38 million trucks on the road and millions more being deployed every single year. As industry continues to scale and scale and scale. And you can also see here, just from this Google search on how much do trucking companies make on average, we can see that the average gross per truck is between $4,000 and $10,000 per week. So an owner, okay, of this truck can earn as much as $2,000 to $5,000 a week as the driver. And as an investor, they can earn as much as $500 to $2,000 per truck per week. And that's a lot of passive money in this trucking industry. That's exactly what I wanted to show you guys, and just how lucrative this opportunity is in trucking, okay? Trucking has been around for a long time, guys, and it is not going anywhere. Everything revolves around trucking. And imagine being able to receive payments like this. This was a good sized load, which our team had delivered recently, where we can see as the carrier, we made $4,100 on this one load, okay? So all we did was move one load, point A to point B. We got paid $4,100 for that. Okay, we're running loads every single day, guys. We got the trucks on the road 20, 25 days a month or more. So think about just how much money these trucks can produce. And for you as the owner of the truck, okay, you're not the one that's actually driving. You're owning the business. You're owning the truck. So this is passive cash flow that's coming to you, okay? Here's a couple more load receipts that you guys can see. $1,150 here, $1,400 here, $1,150 here, right? And these just come in every single day. So you're probably curious on how exactly you can get started or get involved in the trucking industry. Well, with us, it's very, very simple, since we're doing it all for you, okay? It is an easy 6-step process. And this is your own trucking business, okay? And it's managed by our team. We're like, think of us as the property managers. If you were owning real estate and you wanted us to manage your rental portfolio of real estate, okay? We're the property managers of trucking. So it's your trucking business, your trucks, your assets. We're the managers. So we're gonna help you get registered. Okay, we're gonna source the truck for you. We're gonna source your driver, and we're gonna broker the freight, as well as manage the dispatching. And that's it. 6 steps, truck running, you get paid. That simple, guys. And how much can you make with trucking, okay? Now, number one, we want to start off by showing you very conservative numbers and numbers on what it looks like at the very bottom of the market. Now, obviously, we cannot guarantee future profits, but based off of previous performance, you know, most times you're going to range between about $2,500 to $5,000 or more net profit per month. And remember, we like to undersell, over deliver here. So what I'm showing you is really the numbers that exist at the bottom of the market, because there is opportunities where these numbers can be far exceeded. Okay, but I want to show you guys something realistic so you can see at the very least, okay, what can these trucks produce, and you're going to see on these P&Ls here, what are some of the itemized expenses that go into running a truck. Okay, so we have the gas, obviously. We have tolls, insurance, hotel if needed, truck parking, dispatching, truck warranty, ELD and dash cam, maintenance, TMS software we use, as well as the truck note and driver payroll. Okay, and all that is leaving a profit on this truck here, $3,300. On this one here, $2,200 for the month. So imagine making that every single month, completely passive, and that's just on one truck. Imagine if you had 2 trucks, 3 trucks, 5 trucks, 10 trucks, what this can start to do for you and how this can change your life. But one thing I want to talk about, which is very important with any type of business, is the risk-adjusted return of this offer versus other opportunities, because you have to compare the reward to the risk. How much risk is needed to achieve the level of reward or return that you are seeking? Okay, some things have a crazy, high risk adjusted return where it's super, super risky in order to get the reward. Where the way that we view this compared with other industries, we view trucking as pretty low risk to reward. We think that it's a lower risk industry because trucking, kind of like I said, everything revolves around trucking. The world needs trucks. If trucks stop, the world stops. So we know that this industry will never go away. And we know that there's always going to be freight and loads that need to be moved from point A to point B. So it's relatively low risk versus something like going to the casino, betting everything on black, or leveraging into crypto, into tokens or coins or things that you don't really understand. And yes, there's great earning potential here on these two, and you can make extreme returns. But remember, what is the risk required in order to receive those returns? And will you make anything at all, or will you lose all of your money? So like when you compare trucking versus a lot of other industries, a lot of other sectors, it's very attractive due to the low risk nature of the industry versus other more volatile industries. Okay. And let me show you guys, I want to show you as well, how the onboarding process works for when you partner with us. We make this super easy. So really all you have to do is sign the agreement and send the funds. From there, we put you into step 2. So you're going to do an onboarding call with your account manager, and your account manager is going to be the one that's going to coach you through this process. Okay. This is partially done with you in the beginning, and it's done for you once set up. So we're going to help coach you and walk you through the process to register your DOT and MC. And then we're going to help you secure your truck. Okay. From there, we're going to launch the truck. And then that's when you start to receive payouts monthly, and you get to enjoy that great passive cash flow that you get from owning a trucking business. Okay. Also worth noting, you guys are going to get onboarded to our trucking portal. So this is an application that we developed, which will give you access and transparency over the management of the truck. So we have GPS tracking on all of the trucks. So you're able to see exactly where your trucks are at all times, and you can see them moving, see them running their routes. And you can also see this live freight tracking. This is really cool. You're going to see the loads that are being moved, and you're going to see the value of the loads. So you have full transparency over everything that's happening through this portal. So you'll be given access once you onboard with our team. Okay. Another thing I'd like to compare this with, guys, so you can just kind of really get the power of this in your head and really see the value here in this industry and in this model compared with other businesses. When you look at the break-even time frame with trucking automation, you're looking at a very short break-even time frame, about 12 to 18 months, which in the business or investment world, for a lot of you guys watching who probably have a lot of experience in these areas, that that's a very fast break even, because when it comes to like a franchise business, okay, you might be looking at a 3 to 5 year break even. Plus you're going to have to be the one that jumps in and runs the whole thing. And you're probably going to have to put out a lot more capital than is required for this trucking automation deal. Because as you'll see, This is a very low barrier to entry to get involved with this trucking automation opportunity. And then also with real estate and rental properties, we can see about a 7 to 10 year ROI turnaround on the capital. Okay, so this is light speed, faster, really quick break even, 12 to 18 months, about as fast as you could possibly get in the business or investment world. Okay, and again, you get to see great payouts like this, making money on all these loads and receiving these P&Ls every single month and seeing the performance of the actual truck. It's really exciting as your truck gets on the road and you get to enjoy this passive cash flow. Okay, and one of the other great benefits of working with our team and working with this trucking automation model, again, this is your trucking business. So you own the truck, guys. You own the truck, which means you're going to get equity growth in the truck. Just as if you were to finance a real estate property and you were going to have a tenant that's paying you rent, and that tenant's rent payment is paying the mortgage, okay, it's paying down the debt, you're gaining equity in that property. So it's the same exact thing when it comes to trucks. Not only are you gaining the cash flow that is making from running the loads back and forth, but you're also gaining equity, which is value, because when you resell the truck at a later date, you're going to have all that equity in the truck and you're going to be able to pull your cash out. Or if you don't sell the truck, you can still leverage against your equity and you can pull loans for more trucks, or you can pull loans for other investments, other businesses. So this is one of the major benefits of working with us and our team, is that you're going to get to actually own the truck and own the vehicle and own your own business. It's really exciting. Okay, so I want to take you guys through the numbers because that's the most important. Let's do the math and let's start doing the math on one truck. Okay, so like I mentioned before, we're looking at about a 2,500 to 5,000 or more net profit range. So on the low end of that spectrum, over a year on an annualized basis, you'd be looking at about 30,000 of net profit at this 2,500 level. In the middle range, you're looking at about 45,000 of net profit. And on the high end, you're looking at about 60,000 of net profit. Now, our team does take a 10% management fee. Okay, so that's paid to our team for running it all. Remember, we're like the property management team, except for your truck. Okay, so on the low end, we're taking $3,000, middle range 4,500, high end $6,000. So that's going to put your final profit in between 27,000 to 54,000. Now you're also going to gain equity in the truck, like I just mentioned. So the average truck note will be about $1,500. And remember, this is getting paid down by the business every single month. So this isn't something that you would actually be coming out of pocket on. This is getting paid by the revenue of the loads. So just the truck being in business and the truck running under our management, you're able to pay this down. So over 12 months, you pay about $18,000. And some of this is going to be interest. So we're estimating about $4,000 interest, and about 14,000 of this would be equity gained in the truck. So that's value that you're gaining in the truck. And then one of the last benefits we have here is with the tax benefits and the depreciation. Now, I am not a licensed CPA, tax, legal advisor, anything of the sort. So nothing I'm telling you is to be considered financial, tax, or legal advice. However, once you speak with your CPA, they'll be able to run you through how depreciation works with the trucking business. Okay, so that's another advantage that you can potentially take advantage of. Okay, so that's the math on one truck. So that brings our total estimated annual profit to about $41,000 to $68,000 as the range. And for this truck, we're going to look to run this truck for about 3 to 5 years before we look to sell the truck. Okay, so we're going to make on average, we're estimating here about 123,000 to 340,000. So that's just the 41,000 times 3 years and the 68,000 times 5 years. So we are making anywhere in this range. And remember, this is all passive cash flow. So you're not trading time for this money. Okay, that's the beauty of owning a passive business and being able to receive cash flow. You don't have to put in the effort to receive this money. And how many times can you multiply this over? Can you repeat this process with another truck, a third truck, a fifth truck, a 10th truck, 20 trucks? What can this grow to and what can this scale to? And we have plans show you exactly how you can actually scale up to a larger fleet and generate more and more income. And the cool thing is, for a lot of people, this actually is able to replace a good chunk of their expenses, which means just having one truck almost for most people gets you to a state of financial freedom, which means your cash flow is greater than your expenses. Okay. And you would have a surplus cash flow every single month just off of your passive income, not including your regular job or work or career that you do. And here we're looking at an estimated truck resale value of about 50,000 to 100,000 when we go to sell this truck. Because remember, you gained all this equity, so you generated this cash flow, and then you can cash out with this amount if you're looking to sell the truck and get out at that point. But likely you're going to love this cash flow, and you're probably going to want to scale to more and more trucks. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, because let's look at if we take this serious over the next couple of years, and over 3, 5, 10, 15 years, you want to get serious here, and you want to scale up to 5 trucks. And remember, our team is the one that's running it. Okay, we're running the trucks, we're managing the show, we're managing the drivers. So all you have to do is go through the financing rounds with the truck, and that's something as well that we can assist you with. And once you get to this point of 5 trucks, now you have a serious trucking business here. You're going to be making anywhere from about $205,000 to $340,000 per year off of your 5 trucks for cash flow. This replaces pretty much anybody's income, and for a lot of people, it covers all of their expenses and gives them everything they need to live a total freedom lifestyle, because that's what this is all about, guys. It's about making that transition into a freedom lifestyle, replacing doing what you hate with what you love on a full-time basis. What do you love to do? Do you love to spend time with your family? Do you like to go to sporting events? You like to go out to restaurants? Do you like to travel the world? What is it that you like to do? And can you put this in your vision? Can you put this in your goals to be able to scale up to just 5 trucks? I think anyone could do that. Literally anybody can do that. We're not talking 50 trucks, 100 trucks, 200 trucks. We're literally just saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's something that anyone can work their way towards over a couple of years. And likely, if you're watching this, that's going to be the path that you're going to want to take. You're going to want to scale to a greater number of trucks as you go. And over the 3 to 5 years, this is the cash flow that you would generate with 5 trucks, estimated cash flow, about $615,000 to $1.7 million. And on these 5 trucks, when you go to resell them, where you have this equity that you can pull against, you can borrow against, you're going to have about $250,000 to $500,000 of resale value on these trucks, okay? And then let's take this one step further, guys. Let's look at 10 trucks. This is a big goal, but again, not out of reach. Okay, there's plenty of businesses, plenty of companies, plenty of people out there that are running 100 trucks, 300 trucks, 500 trucks, 1,000 trucks. Some companies are running as many as 10,000 trucks. Okay, it is not out of the ordinary or anything wildly crazy or impossible to think that you could not get your way up to 10 trucks over the next 5, 10, 15, or even 20 years. And that's going to be worth it, because look at these numbers, guys. Look at these numbers. $410,000 to $680,000 per year. If you had that coming in completely automated, just straight passive cash flow, I already know that everyone watching this, their quality of life would be greatly improved and their happiness would be through the roof, which is what is most important. And you'll have full fulfillment and the ability, like I said, to do what you want, when you want, with who you want, and your family and your loved ones, okay? So over that 3 to 5 years of running 10 trucks, you're looking at about 1.23 million to 3.4 million of cash flow. And remember, this is not the gross top line. This is the bottom line. This is the net profit. This is same here, the net profit that we're looking at. And your estimated truck resale value, about 50 to 100K per truck. You're looking at about 500,000 to $1 million worth on the resale value of the trucks, okay? So this is kind of the vision of where this can go. And you deciding, you know, how big do I want to go with this? Do I just want to have one and see how that goes? And that's how a lot of people get into the industry. They'll start with one truck, They'll start with the cash flow that generates, which is fantastic. And then from there, they become totally hooked and they just want to keep getting more and more trucks because it is such a great and reliable business. Okay. So that's what 10 trucks would look like. And here is one of the greatest benefits is exiting the company. Okay. This is another great benefit. You own the trucks, you own the LLC, you own the DOT, you own the MC. It's your authority, it's your business. And trucking companies sell for a fantastic multiple. Okay. They're typically going on average for 4 to 5 times EBITDA. Okay, and EBITDA is just a fancy word for profit. Okay, it's earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, aka it's your net profit. Okay, so what I did was I took 5x times the net profit, and I showed you guys what the estimated exit sale values could be on a portfolio and a trucking company that you build up. So with even just one truck, okay, one single truck. Remember, you can make anywhere between the $41,000 to $68,000 cash flow per year. But what if you wanted to sell that one trucking company? That trucking company could go for as much as $205,000 to $340,000 to exit that company. And the greatest part is we can help broker the exit of your company. We may even want to be the end buyer for the company. Okay. And guys, trucking companies are going every single day. It's a very common business that's getting bought. And we can absolutely help broker the sale of this business. So you can build an entire strategy for you, for your family, on what you want to do and how you want to build generational wealth and a legacy passive income over the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years and how you want to live your life. Okay. Look at this, guys, a 5-truck company. That's going to put you in the 7-figure range on the exit, 1.025 million to 1.7 million. Once you get up to 10 trucks, it's getting really, really, really attractive, 2 million to 3.4 million. And then at the 20 truck level, this is a really, really nice valuation. You have a great size business here. You could sell this business for as much as 4.1 to 6.8 million dollars, guys. So you can see just how lucrative trucking automation is and how building a trucking company can be something that makes your life super successful. And that's exactly why I mentioned in the beginning of this video that this video has the power to absolutely change your life, because this is one of the most lucrative opportunities that myself and that I know of today in the market. And I've been involved and participated in scaling lots of different types of businesses and lots of industries. Now, with all of these numbers that I just showed you, you're probably thinking that this thing has some sort of huge price tag on it. Well, if that's what you're thinking, you're wrong because it's super cheap. We wanted to make this a very affordable program for people to get into so that we could help accelerate their wealth. So the pricing on trucking automation is just a small $40,000, guys. And also we do apply discounts if you are going to get multiple trucks, and those you can add on at any time. Now, this price is increasing very soon. We recognize that we are, undervaluing this service and letting it go for very cheap at $40,000. But that just kind of comes part with our commitment to wanting to help people and wanting to help them build passive cash flow through businesses. So it will not be at this price for much longer. So you got to make sure that when you talk to our team, make sure that you move quick, guys. We also only take just a limited amount of people for this program because there's only so many people that we can manage at once. Okay, we can't just do 1,000 trucks a month or something ridiculous. Now, with this, like I said, we charge a 10% operating expense or management fee. So 90% of the bottom line or the net profit is going to be your take home to you. There is going to be the truck costs, right? Because you're going to have to finance the truck, and it's up to you. I mean, you could pay the truck outright cash if you wanted. Most people finance. We did put a ballpark number here between $15,000 and $30,000. However, some people are able to finance their truck with nothing down if they have really great credit and income. So it's just going to depend on your situation. But in most cases, the worst case scenario, you're looking at about 30 grand But in most cases, you're going to fall between, the 15, maybe 20K ballpark area to finance the truck. And remember, we're going to source the truck for you. We're going to pick it out. All you're going to have to do is contact the dealer and go through the financing. Okay. Very simple. And then as far as your registration, insurance, and setup costs, you're looking at a ballpark of $5,000. So your all-in cost is going to come in around $60,000 to $75,000 to be able to get started and basically start generating all that cash flow that I just showed you on the previous slides, and building a trucking company and taking benefits of all the cash flow, all the equity growth, all the depreciation, and then at the end of the day, a massive exit if you want to cash out on this business for a huge multiple. And guess what? You could cash out and go do it again. Because if you sell for 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, hey, you could go back and finance another round of 5 trucks, 10 trucks, and build it for 2 years again with us. We're managing it, and do the same thing over again. And you can rinse and repeat the cycle. You can do it really however you want to do it. But this is an extremely, extremely lucrative opportunity. And like I mentioned on the break-even slide, we're looking at about a 12 to 18 month break-even on this type of business. So very, very fast turnaround when you compare it with other businesses, other investments, and things like that. Okay. So again, it's literally this simple, and do not overcomplicate this. We're going to help you get the registration. We're going to source the truck. We are going to source the driver, broker the freight, and then we're going to manage the dispatching. And that's it. You got a truck running and you get paid. So the next steps to get started, very simple. You're just going to fill out the application below, schedule a call if you're qualified, and then you're going to talk with our team to get all of your questions answered. Now, and I'll say this, and I just need to put this out there, and this is not false FOMO or anything like that, guys. This is legit, okay? We are only taking on so many clients. We cannot do this for hundreds of people. We cannot do this for thousands of people. We can only do this for a couple dozen people. After we bring on those people, we will close this service down, and we do not know when we will reopen it or if we will ever reopen it again. We may just continue scaling with the first batch of clients that take advantage of this and come on board with us, because as you've seen from the numbers, we can continue to scale into more trucks. We can build very lucrative business valuations, and then we can exit on those valuations. So keep in mind, we put a great deal of time, care, and effort behind our services. Therefore, we only have the capacity to work with so many people, and our coaches are going to be holding your hand through the setup process. And so, yes, there's only so many people that we can do this with. So go ahead and click below to schedule your consultation call, and I look forward to seeing you get started with trucking automation today. Thank you.